Good afternoon, everybody. As an optical physicist, when somebody puts a slide up with reflections, I just think mirrors. So you'll have to, optical physicist joke. I'll have to come up with something else though, won't I? It's a huge pleasure to be here, wonderful to be here and have a chance today to interact with the academics as part of the Institute and also the partners. And I think it has been a huge achievement, so well done to all involved in establishing and getting to this part of a very exciting, but we also think a very important journey. Some of you, and very gracious comments from Hayley over BT's research credentials, but for some of you it might be a bit of a surprise that BT does research and that we interact with universities. But we do, and we always have. In fact, BT's our origin story is not so far removed from this sort of activity, nor indeed from Brunel and the gas company that you were telling us about, in the sense that BT stems from collaboration between an academic, in this case an electrical engineer at King's College in London, and today somebody who might well be in Bristol as part of the tech cluster, somebody who today would probably be called an entrepreneur. Back then they were just called a businessman. And they too got really excited about science and what you could do with science. And they created, in 1837, they filed a patent for the world's first practical electric telegraph. And from that, 9 years later, they founded a business, because that's what entrepreneurs and academics do when they get excited about something. But the thing that's most important is that created the world's first telecommunications company. So BT, which is descended from that organization, does have is very proud to claim being the oldest communications company in the world. And that sort of legacy, if you will, of recognizing that scholarly activity, breaking new discovery science, scholarly activity, combined with entrepreneurship, can change the world. Back then, it was the electric telegraph, it was communications, it powered the Industrial Revolution, much as gas supply here allowed changes in people's lives. So it's something we've always been focused on. Today, BT has a purpose statement. It's to connect for good. And hopefully you will see in that a strong corporate belief that the sort of digital technologies that Susan and Dimitra were talking about, BT also believes can be a really powerful force. Indeed, have transformed society over the past 180 years, but we believe going forward can transform society even more. We also have an ambition, and the ambition is an interesting statement. It's to be the most trusted connector of people, devices and machines. And I'll unpack that a little bit for you. That ambition, you might think, well, that sounds a bit techie, particularly coming from a physicist. It all sounds very, very techie. And of course it is. It's 5G, it's 6G, it's digital technologies, it's AI, it's all those things that we do think about, and we partner with people who are expert in those things. But the goal in that sort of vision of a ultra-connected world, capturing data and turning data into insight, is, we hope, to do good things. To allow you to find your friend when you're looking for them on a happy night out in Bristol. Where are they? I can see where they are, because we're sharing data and we're finding friends. How do I park my car? Well, instrumented car parks will allow you to drive straight to the car park rather than endlessly circle around looking for a place to park. Slightly less silly things. We believe that those technologies, appropriately harnessed, could transform the efficiency of the way in which businesses run, the way in which our transport systems run, the way in which we conduct our lives. Efficiency, of course, also means less waste. It means less pollution. It means greater productivity. It means to all those things which are very much important for society and for the economy. More profound would be the application in things like caring for each other. A lot of work going on here at the university and in BT and in many other places in the world, looking at how we can use these technologies to help us care for individuals, vulnerable people living at home, ensuring my mum's okay, that she put the kettle on in the morning. You all know those use cases which are all being explored. So, in short, we believe that mission statement offers huge potential to improve the lives we lead, the businesses we lead, and help reduce our carbon footprints and the impact we make on this planet. A big mission. Trusted is the other word that was in that mission statement. Trusted is a very loaded word, isn't it? Who do you trust? Why do you trust them? What do you trust them to do? And in that, you see why the socio is important. Because in all of those things I've described, though the techies, and most of my folk are techies, will get really excited about the physics and the wireless and all that lovely stuff, we also recognise that that's a complex system that requires optimization and curation, it requires ethics, and at the heart of it are people. So socio-technical, socio-economic are as important as techno-economic, and that is why we are so pleased to be part of this initiative. Because fundamentally, we believe initiatives like this are going to be the means by which we can deliver on our aspiration for how these technologies apply. I always think these sort of comments around the Hotel California, which is a strange move that nobody was expecting me to say. But the reason, including me, so why do I say that? It's the danger of not bringing a script on the stage. That's why I say that. No, the reason I say that is there's a really funny phrase in that song, if you remember it, which is all about the future. And it's about whether the future is pink champagne and ice or whether we're victims of our own device. And for me, that's always talked to and been emblematic of the path we tread in the wonderful research, technology, and application of technology and delivery of technology that BT and companies like it deliver. And things like the BDFI, I think, are the essential ingredient which will guide us towards the pink champagne on ice, not the victims of our own device scenario. Because it really is talking about every opportunity, every art of the possible has unintended consequences, has downsides, has negative consequences. And there are many experts in this room who can talk with much greater authority than me on those. So this is about navigating that path, ensuring that we head to the sunlit uplands and not to somewhere a bit rubbish. And therefore, I think the BDFI is a brilliant initiative, and certainly BT are very proud to be part of it, and wish you every success going forward. And I look forward to chatting with some of you later on. I'll get off the stage, because who knows where we'll go next. Thanks very much.